With the facility secure, our operatives have carefully retrieved the viral samples that were stored here. They are in less than ideal shape, but preliminary analysis suggests we may have found an early version of the Pandora virus. Welcome to Phoenix Point. My name is Cmdr Tyrael, and we are continuing our quest to save this planet. When kept in isolation, the Arthurans' behavior seems to revert to almost basic animal function. On the battlefield, they clearly rely on intelligent direction from some more intelligent Pandoran mutations. From what we can decipher, their language relates mostly to combat and to killing, but mixed in with some strange references to an all-seeing entity. They are not independent beings, but are created by some kind of cloning process that constantly mutates in a similar manner to RNA editing process first discovered in coleoid cephalopods. We weren't able to learn much from that interrogation.
Have you ever thought about the ethics of our relationship with the Arthurans? We all say we're fighting to save humanity, but aren't they human, at least in part? They can speak, they can think.
No, they're definitely not human.
That's what Nikolai argues. But think of how often we've declared others subhuman in our history and what the consequences have been.
We have created a third interceptor. We are just waiting for its weapons and armor to be created. Manufacturing will be complete by the end of the day, and we have about 2 days until our next Scarab is ready and the mechanized infantry can get to work. America has quite a few Cmdr and New Jericho havens, which we can make a lot of profit selling off this food that just keeps accumulating. I wonder how. We're able now to build more R&D labs, and I'm going to build a cybernetics lab as well, because that counts as a research lab and will let us modify our soldiers if required. Our new security protocol is to have 2 security stations at every base. Third Interceptor will form up a new wing, Interceptor 2-1, fitting up the weapons. We're just waiting eagerly for those to be ready. The Behemoth will be back soon. I can feel it in my bones. The Haven of Akshak is under attack. A new winged warfare doctrine is complete. The Exalted has instructed everyone to use the new doctrine. We aren't interested in the weapons, but I am interested in this guidance module. And I'm going to build one interceptor to be slightly different loadout just to test its effectiveness. The Oracle changes targeting mode to Psychic. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but we're gonna do it. We're about to rock the lobsters at the Haven of Akshak. It's going to be a Love Shack attack with Repo Omar, Warden, Fire Support Scarab, Sophia, and Takashi Sato, who has grown a claw or 2 from his right arm. We have arrived at Akshak. There is no music playing. There is no party happening. No sign of the Pandorans. We have sighted a civilian, so Repo's going to secure them. Get them off the battlefield. Second civilian here hiding behind the wall. We want to get them out as quickly as possible. Secure that XP. I don't think anyone actually needs the XP. We are at all max rank. We have an assault, an Anu assault, hiding in that building. Nearby, some more civilians. Takeshi, I think we're going to get you up nice and high, get some elevation. See if we can't spot the Pandorans. Then we can unleash hell with the Fire Support Scarab.
Can't wait.
And the Chaperone Warden can similarly barrage the enemy. I think this team are going to be very capable with explosive weapons. We have sighted the enemy, a couple of Tritons, an Acheron, 2 Acherons, a couple of Myrmidons. Do we want to put them up there? I'm going to set an overwatch in case this Acid Myrmidon tries any tricks.
Preparing to fire.
We do not want... I mean, it's risky to point the overwatch at your friend. But if the Myrmidon is going to do anything crazy, it's going to jump up here. Cover all the squares where I think he might land. We have some nice juicy targets here for our rocket barrage. We have an Acheron Prime. And a standard default Acheron. None of our team members have delirium at the moment either. We recently cured them of that delirium. That may or may not be the reason why Takeshi now has a claw, because it is experimental. So both of these touched by the void, if they spawn an Umbra, they won't go for us. Because we have 0 delirium. Massive damage to one of the Tritons. We've hit something there as well. And it's already dead by the look of it. It's dropped an item. Alright, Warden. Let's follow up. I want to really do some meaningful damage to this Acheron. Blew off his hands. Hopefully that can stop his missed ability. We do not want any more delirium. Of course, we have the second Acheron. It's inning out the back, undamaged. I'm going to splat this Triton. He has a sniper rifle. But I would like to reduce the mobility of this Acheron. We can get a decently accurate shot. Not bad. We still have artillery at hand, so we can drop that rocket on this Triton. This is going to cost us a pretty penny in terms of materials. But being a Haven defense, we are going to get paid for this job. I don't mind a bit of shock and awe.
Moving in quick.
Let's move up the Shield Maiden Sophia. We have contacts below, but they are possibly just civilians.
Reporting enemy contact.
Sophia has spotted a Triton. A Triton Umbra. How effective would a shot be on this guy? Pretty darn effective. He will bleed to death next turn. Let's move Repo up here. Keeping in mind we have an Acid Myrmidon.
I can't see them.
Anu Assault opening fire with the shotgun, managing to make contact with the Acheron Prime. It looks like we might have an Anu Priest on the field too. Creepy critter flying about. Something else is happening, but we can't hear or see it. Another Triton. Opening fire on the fire support Scarab. Angled the armor so it didn't do much damage. Acheron Prime. Hitting Warhound in the face with some delirium. And a second blast there on the contacts inside this building. Ooh, big damage to Sophia. Nearly taking out the floor beneath her. We have another Triton here on the flank. Ooh, clipping Sophia in the right ear. Crippling the head. Sounds like the Acid Myrmidon went for a civilian. That guy can't do anything, I think, because we took his arms off. The Triton has gone for a civilian. Oh! Sophia took some bleeding damage. Let's get the civilians into safety. Find a place inside the Scarab. Away from the shock of these rocket launchers. We'll be able to hit both here. possibility we might hit the building. 2 making it through, the 3rd smashing what remains of that rooftop. Sophia, perched precariously above, to jump down and take on this Umbra. A room full of civilians and a priest. 1 solid shot with the shotgun to take away the Umbra's ambition. Warden, let's go with another double salvo.
Let's try this.
Stack some more bleeding damage on this Acheron Prime. Try and clip the Triton at the same time. Good hits. It has a regeneration torso, so it will get its limbs back. We have a couple of options here. The standard Myrmidon. We have the Triton here that hit Sophia in the face. I think our best option is this one, so that we can help the Anu assault. Taking the wings, it can't fly after our heavies now.
Zooming in.
And Warhound's not on this mission. I think I mentioned her before, but she is not here. Takeshi acts like an assault because he has a jetpack. Oh, I saw him. He's there. Sometimes you see the flash as they move. Sophia has the opportunity to kill and run, so let's try and take this civilian to safety.
I can do it.
Activate the priest, and we may be able to use mind control. Sophia, get out of the building. Now this Anu priest may be able to... It's only got 2 willpower, so we can mind control this quite easily. And with any luck, we may be able to defeat one of these Acherons with it. It has a grenade launcher and a gun. Full ammo. The husk fills the scope, so we should shoot at that one, I think. And once more. I don't think the grenade could reach there, it's only short range. Oh, almost killing it, but it will bleed out next turn. Civilian extract. And I will keep that. We have lots of willpower. Alright, Takeshi. I guess we get him to come over here and finish off this Myrmidon. Got this Maniac Alpha too. He's pretty deadly with this armor-piercing weapon. New Jericho, he's got it before New Jericho does. But I would love to get my hands on it. Right, let's try and hit him with the shotgun. Not enough to kill him outright, but he too will bleed out next turn. So Repo could come over and fight the Myrmidon. And then we just have the acid one to deal with. We could give some actions to Takeshi to keep Repo safe. Repo's armor is pretty light. He favors speed and stealth. Oh, we can kill it. That's 3 Pandorans that are going to bleed out next turn. It's going to be a massive will shock to the remaining ones. That should be the end of all the major threats. Bang. How about that? The acid one didn't panic, and he shredded the Anu assault. Bring this around here to overwatch this Umbra. We might have caught ourselves dinner in the form of an Arthran. We'll take this one out. Destroying all the beautiful architecture. Now the Myrmidon is panicked, Repo and the Anu Assault should be able to kill it pretty easily. Stand away in case it explodes. Not enough damage to take out the torso. That'll do it. Excellent mission. All done. No luck getting the armor-piercing assault rifle. And we weren't able to find the nest. It cost us 100 material, but we still made a profit. We have nearly 50 infantry on our roster. We need to keep production of the armor up. So that will come through all after the Scarab, which has been pushed to the top of the queue. This unique fellow told us he wished to join the Phoenix Project his entire life. And then committed to mutation. Hey, he is now going to be part of the Interceptor exploration crew. This attack is pretty powerful, 27 strength. We've had to leave the Stealth Scarab at home for repairs. We're going to send both of our Manticores in, find out what is smashing the defenders here. Whatever it is attacking here, it almost creamed the defenders just in that short flight. I have a feeling I know what it is. Can you guess what it is? Sophia's going to have to stay behind, low stamina, no time to recoup it. But Warhound is going to step up and take her place. We're taking a full kit of items and weapons, as well as items and weapons inside the Scarab, because I have a feeling we're about to face our first major threat of the campaign. And this, my friends, is a Silla. The Brood Lord, or Brood Queen of the Pandoran Citadels. She likes to go on a rampage from time to time, goes and picks on a haven, smashes them to pieces, and she will run if she feels like her life is in danger. So we're going to open this fight with a nice volley from the fire support Scarab, knocking 100 armor off her, and she has reactive mist. We are going to have to hit her with everything we have.
It's all about the skills.
We could spend the effort to try and capture her. I do have some paralyzing weapons, but it takes a lot of effort to paralyze one of these things, in the order of hundreds of paralyzation. So I think our first and best bet is to just shred her armor, get her down, weaken her, and just make her a big bullet sponge. Some of these mutations that they have make them excessively armored, and basic weapons have no chance of damage them until that armor is gone. Taking control of an Anu Berserker who has a virus weapon and dash. Virus weapon is very good against a Silla. Despite having lots of willpower, you can overload them with virus and put them into a panic loop.
Moving.
3 or 4 hits from that weapon will make it panic. And we have another one here, another Berserker. This one has tentacle arms which can paralyze Pandorans. We'll just go with the standard grenade this time because we had to move. This particular Silla will drop mind fraggers during the turn. She will shoot goo at us and she will smash us with her melee weapons on the front. We managed to take out all the armor on the abdomen. Some of the legs have shredded. So overall, we can actually start fighting her now. That was enough. The abdomen will be her weak point, having no armor at all.
My turn. Check this out.
Too far away for a 5-shot burst.
Looking for an angle.
We'll just take a shot.
Just like target practice.
And hunker down. She will knock all those buildings down if I'm not careful too, and just come charging over to us.
I can make a difference.
Omar, grab this other berserker, perhaps. Or should Omar get his weapons firing?
Let's make this happen.
Yeah, we can shred a little bit more with the Fury rocket. Another 100 off. Excellent. Take out the legs to reduce her mobility. Oh, this one can jump too, which is kind of crazy to see. You leap across the map, jump into the middle of your soldiers and squish them.
I was born ready.
So if we have to let her attack something, we want it to be an objective or a defender, not our soldiers. Opening fire with the Redemptor. Stacking on some acid damage. I really hope she doesn't just knock all those buildings down and attack Repo. We have an Acheron to fight. We also have 2 Chirons. That is going to prove to be a problem. They are just going to spam worms at us while we try to fight the Silla. This Berserker fought the Acheron quite poorly. No shots making contact. Silla dropping more mist. As expected, she charged through the building. Who's she going to attack? Spitting goo. Couple of return fires there. We've made decent progress on her HP already, but here come the fireworms. Very dangerous for the Silla to have so much fire around. I could squish them all with my Scarab and just make it a no man's land for the Silla and my troops. That will be plan B. If this goes to shit, we will ignite all the worms and let her try and navigate out. We do have smaller combat troops to deal with too, and Arthur's made an appearance, attacking the objective.
No!
And probably a Triton. Alright, Mr. Berserker Man, you are the front line. You're going to make a name for yourself amongst your tribespeople. Stacking on the virus, 30 willpower will be lost. And we are gooed and poisoned. I mean, we'd be crazy not to shoot at that. Almost no chance of missing. We have shaky aim and we have limited mobility. Warden, you don't really need accuracy or mobility. Now, do we keep attacking the Silla or do we whittle away the other troops?
goes nothing.
Let's try and hit these two here, the Triton and this Chiron. I think that was a good hit. Triton screeching. I'm going to use Onslaught since Repo has a little bit of a problem moving.
Oh, this might work.
We'll try and take out these worms here with a grenade. There was a comment that reminded me that worms hate grenades, so I'm going to make use of that tip. Thank you for leaving it. If you have other tips, make sure to leave them down below. Do your part for the war effort. The only good crab is a crab on a plate. Silla Nocturna. She's going to panic next turn. We're going to get a free turn against her. She has 90 acid on her abdomen, which will just eat away at her health points. Fire support Scarab. I want you to shoot, but Takeshi's a little bit close for liking. We could try and capture her. She's going to panic. Which means we have a free turn. And I could jump there, put on 16 paralyzation. It's not much. She's going to need about 290. We do have Tentacle Man there who could help us. I'm just worried about the amount of worms that are come flying our way. If we don't stay on top of them, they will overwhelm us. We'll just keep attacking this spawning abdomen. I don't really want to have to deal with mind fraggers too.
Just like target practice.
There is one mutation where if you don't destroy it and the Silla dies, it just drops like 6 mind fraggers. Enough to take a whole team. I killed those ones with fire. Alright, Tentacle Man is under our control. We also need to still capture an Acheron. "24 paralyzation. We would definitely be able to capture an Acheron. We need 75 to capture one. Let's do it. Oh, what? Oh, you can't attack diagonally. Nice. 24 paralyzation is a decent amount. Takeshi has these fancy hand spikes. Let's try and kill a worm with one. Doing the Wolverine. That one's a little bit high for our liking. And let's run away from it. So Takeshi just became an excellent worm killer.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we need 400 paralyzation to take this thing back home.
Already there.
That is a respectable amount of paralyzation at 4 a turn. Or 8 a turn. Oh, Jesus. I have another method for capturing the big things, but we are not in a position to do it. It requires the hovercraft, the Aspida. Let's piss off these guys here. There is a pedestal in the way, or a pylon. We're able to straddle that pylon and hit them good. The Silla has panicked. That fireworm finding its target. Speaking of fireworms, here comes another fresh batch. Alright, our delirium-free day just got ruined. Days since delirium counter reset. Stay away. Okay. Mr. Assault, what are you going to do? We have a panic Silla. Let's stack more virus on top. And then we could kick it with an electric kick to daze it, because it has less than 20 willpower. We'll be get a free daze. Bang. Now he's only got one action on his next turn. Let's go for the paralyzing tentacles again. Half the job done. They have an annoying stat that reduces the amount of damage they take after the first amount. So if you're using low paralyzing weapons on an Acheron, man, it takes a while.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's get out of the goo.
Here goes
And we're going to use a grenade on these worms. Takeshi might want to move. Let's move him as far away from the worms as we can. And then we'll stack some more on this guy here. We don't really have a chance of taking it home today, but anything to piss it off. We'll move out of the mist. I would not like to panic this turn. Both Repo and Warden are out of willpower. We're going to have to shoot this thing in the head. Very nice. Warhound, I think we're just going to have to capture this too. We're capturing a buffet tonight. I'll hit him a couple of times with this, and then we'll bash him to daze him. Change back to the autocannon. Oh, that worked.
On my way.
That's right, she's got that other move. I don't think we'll get all those worms.
That was
I was hoping to get at least 2, but we had some damage fall off.
I can make
Takeshi's going to eat flames. I might have to jump Omar over. Because if the fireworm goes for Warden, she will die. She has poison, half health. That seems like a pretty good option. If 3 fireworms go for her, she's definitely going to die. So we might need to hit the group. Alternatively, I could just run them all over. But I like picking on these two here. I think it might be dead, the other thing. We'll find out. Nope. There was something there. We still need to do this triple worm threat. I'm confident that worm will go for Takeshi. But these 3 worms would definitely go for Warden. So let's hit the triple worms. The objective is still intact, just. I mean, when something that size attacks your base, I think that is actually the primary objective, not trying to protect the base. You just want to take that thing down. I'm going to send Omar over here, just to shield Warden from this worm. I just feel like it's going to go really bad. She has such light armor for a heavy trooper. Can't move the Scarab. Can't move her. She's going to panic. Possibly.
Ready for action.
Yeah, our only option is to move Omar. Or just hope. And you can't put fire out. So I can't stop that from damaging her.
I'm here.
Repo is here too. He's got a medipack ready for next turn in case this goes wrong. Like a chess player fumbling and not sure what I should do, but I think that's the only thing we can do. The worm won't try to get past it. It'll explode. Move Warhound away from this Arthron. Just throw some more worms next to him. That was a good call for Omar. He did tank that fire. And now he's completely surrounded by worms. The Acheron can't act. It's lost too much action. That Triton is super resilient, being hit by a lot of artillery. Repo has panicked. Kill the worm. Put some more virus on this thing. It's going to want to run away. Okay, we have a few worms to deal with. Well, let's jump out of the fire. We have high armor, so we shouldn't take much damage. No damage. Good. He has more than 30 armor all around, so he shouldn't take much damage from the fire next turn. Takeshi is a little bit more squishy, having assault leg armor. Just have to do this 100 more times, and we should be able to capture it. It's more like 50, but anyway, it feels like 100. It may as well be 100. Tentacle Man, come and grab this thing. You can't, you're out of willpower too. So you're going to have to slash it. We can't recover because we moved. Let's just shoot it in the head. Out of spite. Wait for it to move. There we go. That should lower the amount of... Yeah, it did. From 75 to 67 paralyzed required. Let's capture this one. That's one secured. One more for good luck. Warden still has the worm conundrum to deal with. About to panic. Well, it's just got to blow him up. That's the only option. If we move into the mist, she will panic. This is our last shot with the Scarab before reload. This Triton is annoying. This Chiron is almost dead. He's almost out of worms too. Let's hit both these ones. Most of the damage going on the Chiron. Still not enough to take out the Triton. But it is not long for this world. We're going to assist it somewhat. And we botched it. We're going to blame the fire in the eyes on that one. Yeah, Warden needs to prepare to heal herself next turn. She is safe from most threats. Unless the Silla decides she wants to eat her now. Which she might do. Oh no, you... run away! I should have attacked the legs. I should have killed some of its legs to reduce its mobility. That's okay. It's a learning lesson. Warden taking some shots there. She's most definitely going to panic. This thing will probably try to run. Nope, just stacking on the panic on Warden.
I'll try to get there in one piece.
Damn. Alright. This has potential to go really bad, but we are still looking good. We need to reload, and I need to protect Warden with the Scarab. So the reload can wait. I'm going to take out all of the worms nearby. And that should kill most of the dangerous ones. Come on, just run them over. Oh, they're everywhere. Come on, just run it. There we go. Alright, this Berserker, run in and put some pressure on this Chiron. By pressure, I mean a horrible virus.
Standing by.
Since we have the weapons to do it, let's put some more pressure onto this Acheron and we'll take this one home too. We'll recover Tentacle Man so we can attack next turn. Warhound. Hit it with the zappy zappy. And try to daze it, but it wouldn't work. This will be reduced effectiveness. Yeah, only 4.
Can I do this?
To surround it. Tie it down if you have to. Good. With that thing out of the picture, there's less worms to deal with. I think that one's out of ammo now.
Just need to catch my breath.
That was 2 turns in a row that we've lost Warden for, and the fire is encroaching on her position. Scarab doing its best to keep her safe. And the Chiron is immune to fire. Let's put ourselves right in the face of this one.
I'm listening.
And we'll put some more virus on this thing. We might try to capture this too. We need a Chiron. And we'll kick it for good measure. That's a really good combo. Virus weapon and electric kick. It's almost guaranteed to daze them. And that's captured. And we have 13 turns to seal the fate of the other Pandorans. So we have 2 different seafood items on tonight's menu. Let's see if we can get ourselves some high quality crustacean in the form of a Chiron. Repo didn't have the best mission. Dealing with a little bit of panic despite the lack of delirium.
Advancing.
Sending him over to protect Warden as well. That fire is getting very close, and I would hate for her to run into it because she's panicking. Now we just need to cross the map and secure this Chiron. With the amount of virus that we're giving it, it won't go anywhere. That one's choosing to flee by the look of it, but it will bleed out hopefully before it gets there. Another jump.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, hit him with a zappy zappy. Oh, that's going to take a while. 100. Wow. 1,000 hit points means 100 paralyzation. We need to probably take out a leg or two. Just jump straight into the fire. Warhound has the best armor that money can buy. Do we want to daze it? We tried. Well, the electric kick doesn't cost will points. Oh, it's like unlimited dazing.
What are we doing?
He does look very funny. He's hugely buff torso, tiny little fish legs,
This might work.
exposed human skull. We need to zap. Alright. Another 10 times and we will capture it. Warden continuing to panic, it just stacked it on. We used all of her willpower on Boom Blast, and then she just got caned by the virus rifle.
What's the plan?
We've got all day, we can just zap, zap, zap. We should have enough actions here. Yes! It's ours. But that didn't trigger the victory. Let's just hit it again. That's enough. That's another episode of Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. We've managed to fight our first Silla, but now we're going to have to hunt her down and find her and destroy her. If we did it quickly, she would have very low health, but I don't think I'm in a position to find her and hunt her down. If you want to keep seeing the series, make sure to let me know down below. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Phoenix Point, out.